They were closing in on a capacity sellout, close to 87,000 here, and so many. They will play Algeria. Lo Celso's delivery, a tasty one, dealt with. As far as Lopez, I think it's a fairly comfortable win for them. Lionel, you saw that game as they're on the attack here. Initial shot was charged. Changed.
Win it back to back. A lot of things have to go your way, and most of all, you're gonna.
Messi is at it again.
To go to Como, while this guy could have been playing for you all along.
Here's the Argentina free kick, and almost split the upright. At the other end for Iceland, who had that chance through Ellertson before. The question is, for how long do they get to see the main man tonight?
Those guys that can make a difference coming off the bench, or if indeed Scaloni needs to make changes from game Auburn University, they're probably thinking to themselves,
the shots all along the ground.
That's why it's important to get some repetition for some of these players, because they may be the guys that are called upon in
the discipline. The Marseille keeper, who's winning just his 8th Argentina cap tonight. Because they're still awaiting Jose Lopez. He's only made one start in his career for Argentina prior to tonight. He looked set. And then Gretarsson, 8 appearances so far for the 21-year-old Paz. Just the one goal up to this point. And perseverance paid off for him.
Happening for this team in this World Cup. That sort of situation in which you have that moment of magic for Lionel Messi, but how much magic will we see?
On the move, up against Hiei, the standing right back. Well, there's Goodmanson who takes it. I was astonished to read this is their first European opponent they've had since the World Cup final against France at the end of 2022.
Already. It was never in doubt, but they certainly took any doubt away very early. That they get past Uruguay. There's a potential that if the United States finished second in their group,
they had to fight and claw and make things ugly to get their way through the knockout rounds of that tournament. Beating an injury-racked campaign, but is fit at the right time. Here's an opportunity for Simeone. Still Argentina, a goal to the good, thanks to that man. 88,000 at the stadium. Still only the 11th largest on-campus stadium in this country.
And in losing twice to Ukraine, as expected, they finished 3rd in the group and gone.
Ellertson arriving.
Ellertson sets up his run to the back post.
Actually, it's a throw this time. For Lopez to lead the charge. Cutting inside, awkward for the keeper. Got enough on it to steer it to safety for now.
Usually play for Iceland and a turnover. That indeed the field conditions are not helping him out, but it felt like it was one out, which are the somewhat things that you need in order to win a tournament like the World Cup. Besides all of that, then because the last thing I would want is to put him out there, assuming of course that Lionel Messi is on the field. Oh, good lord!
Yeah, cheap giveaway. Can Argentina exploit it? Nice ball over the top.
1-0.
Most infamous upsets of all time. Of course, Argentina also lost the first game last time out. Here it is, his team on the prowl again, looking for a second. Nice work by Simeone to tee it up. Is there an end product? Enzo Fernandez.
The ball in and squeeze it to where you can find the center forward. In this case, Lautaro Martinez, although his movement wasn't the best inside the 18-yard box.
More than that at this point. Messi.
And they will support this team. And we saw it miss for Iceland. Wasted opportunity.
Switches. And here he is getting his first touch and getting involved immediately and setting it up. And the little clip goes just wide from Lautaro, but is it a penalty? The referee has pointed to the spot.
Goal somewhat out of control, thinking that Lionel Messi scoring a goal.
Things up for Lautaro Martinez to win the penalty, and now Messi trying to take advantage against Iceland.
Doesn't, so then decides to go with a little bit more power. Got stretch from Olafsson on Lautaro Martinez.
Ironically, just like he couldn't do against them at the World.
Olafsson full stretch, can't quite get there. Good.
Brazil in action, Argentina. Morocco, Norway. Here's Messi with the free kick, bending it in.
Going on the field. So Fernandez and Rodrigo de Paul are in. Barco and Lo Celso are off.
Shot on. Martinez pivoting back to Hiai. Right back in comes the cross. And Lautaro Martinez will get the second half here. Magnuson with the giveaway. It's a gift. Remember. Referee giving the foul there, and that's two really big misses we've seen at that end of the field. World Cup holders to then repeat how infrequently it's played by the Argentina midfield. McAllister was the man on the receiving end. He releases his man. Oh, and back off the post again.
Good combination play from Argentina. And Lautaro Martinez, who barely stays in an onside position, being kept on by Magnuson, opens up his body.
Lionel Messi in South Florida, playing for Inter Miami. You knew I was going to mention this, didn't you? They beat Bolivia 1-0 in the build-up to the '94 World Cup. Bolivia's only appearance as Messi threatens to break through.
Messi walking around the field, you're going to need guys like Rodrigo de Paul to be at their best in order to regain possession. Not helping the situation.
And here's Messi trying to get back to business. Business of directing traffic to Paul. An incredible 2-2 draw now. The threat is provided by Argentina on the break.
They get themselves out of position. Nico Paz takes a good first step forward. Now he's going to find Lautaro Martinez.
The crowd. Venturous ball and a perfect one from Enzo Fernandez. Releasing De Paul. There is the Iceland corner whipped in. With the switches now for Argentina. Marco, an impressive first half. Iceland, they only have 2 wins. Not seen that much of him so far, but picked off by Goodmanson for Iceland.
I don't know if that's a category one for you.
Here's the shot that's on. Ooh, and that's long diagonal ball right on the money for Simeone, who slips it through. Opportunity perhaps for Lautaro.
Tries to run in behind, seems to step on Magnuson, which then frees up Lautaro Martinez. He makes the correct decision, puts it.
Which would be really something, wouldn't it, for the 22-year-old to almost come out of nowhere. Good-looking free kick.
And then as we project what this
launch another attack for Argentina. Simeone back inside to Nico Paz.
Quite at the level of Angel Di Maria. They'll miss him in this World Cup.
Yeah, he's the one. Well, the flag did come up in delayed fashion, which we all love so much.
Now, these are the sort of things that you have to be careful.
We're familiar with this part of the world. 3 years. Just an hour and a, well, we'll come back to that question because the offside flag has stayed down for now, and a chance on the rampage to make it 4. Messi denied by an outstrip. Oh, it's careless. It's Oscarson who's picked it up, and a chance. Needs an outlet. One arriving.
In the second half, in the early part of the second half.
Yeah. Well, we'll come back to that question because the offside flag has stayed down for now, and a chance on the rampage to make it 4.
And was seconds away from actually scoring the game winner, potentially game winner against France in the. Sometimes you get sweaty, and
I see Argentina just trying to ease their way through the final minutes of preparation here before the World Cup gets underway in earnest in a week's time. Here's Messi sliding it through again, surely, and
the initial option was to find Lautaro Martinez.
Witam wszystkich. Dzisiaj sobie opowiemy o meczu Argentyna, która zagrała spotkanie z Austrią i Messi strzelił 2 bramki i Argentyna wygrała 2-0. Jeśli chodzi o przebieg tego spotkania, to zdecydowanie Messi był najlepszym piłkarzem na boisku i strzelił 2 bramki. Niestety pierwszej bramki nie strzelił, ponieważ strzelił rzutu karnego niecelnie tuż obok bramki, jednak wszyscy wierzyli w niego i on się nie poddał i strzelił drugą piękną bramkę po ładnym przepuszczeniu Almada na 1-0 i później w końcówce spotkania, gdzie bronił praktycznie cały zespół bramki Austrii, on strzelił między nogami i wepchnął tą piłkę do bramki. No i można powiedzieć, że Messi zdecydowanie najlepszym piłkarzem na boisku. Jeśli chodzi o statystyki, Argentyna zdecydowanie tutaj przeważała, jednak Austria też miała swoje sytuacje, jednak Martinez kolejny mecz bez straty gola, a Messi już w 2 meczach strzelił aż 5 goli. No, to nie jest podważalne, że jest najlepszym piłkarzem na świecie. Zobaczymy, jak jutro zagra Ronaldo, bo w pierwszym meczu zagrał bardzo źle. Messi zdecydowanie na plus. Statystyki 64% posiadania piłki Argentyny, 36% posiadania Austrii. Witam wszystkich. Dzisiaj sobie opowiemy o meczu Argentyna, która zagrała spotkanie z Austrią. Gola, a Messi już w 2 meczach strzelił aż 5 goli. W ładnym przepuszczeniu Almada na 1-0 i Messi strzelił 2 bramki i Argentyna wygrała 2-0. Jeśli chodzi o przebieg tego spotkania, to